All right, so making your own shampoo, according to the Secret Distinctive Dress, is as simple as buying a bar of ivory soap. All right. Ivory soap is pretty cheap these days. I think I bought 3 bars for about $3 at the store. It might not have even been that expensive. I mean, it's really inexpensive. It's a pretty consistent brand. Per Procter and Gamble, they've been around. Ivory soap has been around for over 130 years. Procter and Gamble is the current owner of the brand. The Wikipedia page says it's been in existence since 1879. Ivory markets itself as 99.44% pure. I don't know what they mean by that. I'm not a soap maker. I don't know what they mean by pure. I know that it's very light soap. They say it can be used on baby skin, or at least I read that on one of the sites when I was doing research. I don't have kids. I don't know what soaps are good for baby skin, so do your own research on that one if you have kids. But basically, the instructions are to cut the bar of soap in half, pour a cup of water over it. Well, actually, excuse me, more specific than that, shave about a half a bar of soap off. All right. I didn't have an actual shaver. I just took a knife and cut it up kind of smallish. Put it in a pan. Put a cup of water over it. You're supposed to let the soap melt, and then once it melts, you're supposed to whip the soap up until it creates a paste, basically. I actually did video me doing this with my GoPro, and frankly, I was a little alarmed by how much bounce my boobs had, so it just wasn't really, it was just obscene. I was like, I don't think I can really put that out there. I mean, I'm like, look, I'm going to put my own eye out with the bounce. It was really phenomenal. So I'm not going to use the GoPro video. I did when I made it, so I ended up with a jar like this, right? And when it actually came out initially, it was separated. So you could actually see liquid. All of this was liquid, and all of this was just this soapy foam. And I thought, well, I don't know if I did that right. And eventually it solidified into this very solid mess here, which, and I can get my hand in the jar, it's like a soft cake. Basically, it's like a soft cake of soap. That's all it is. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be used for hair. There was, no pictures in the book, so I don't know if I made that correctly. I was concerned by that separation, so I went ahead and tried it again using the other half of the bar of soap. And I started it on a very, very low heat. This first jar took me about, 15 minutes because I had it on a high heat initially, which of course made it melt faster, but I don't know that it made a difference. This one I made today, and it was on a low heat. I think I had it on like a 2 on my electric stove. So I did that, and then when I poured it in, it was all fine, but again, it has solidified. It's still kind of this, again, soft cake. So I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like. There were no pictures from 1918 that said, hey, this is going to turn into a soft cake. She didn't specify. I think because modern shampoo comes in a pure liquid form that you squeeze out of a bottle, I assumed it was supposed to be liquid. But since 2 experiments using the same soap, same method, just one at a lower heat, one at a higher heat, produced the exact same results, I have a feeling it's supposed to be this kind of soft, cakey stuff. And that is how you make your own shampoo. And I am actually going to use this tomorrow. I'm letting my hair get nice and good and grimy, and it's pretty much there today. But I used some dry shampoo today because I did have to work, and so I didn't want my hair to be all flat and icky. So I have dry shampoo in today. Tomorrow I am going to experiment using one of these jars. I don't even care which. They're both the same, and we will film that. I will film and show you what it looks like. The only additional information that Ms. Pickens included in her book was that if your hair is extra oily, if it's really prone to oil, you can add a half a teaspoon of soda or a tablespoon of alcohol to your soap or to your shampoo to remove surplus oil. I don't know what she means by soda. I don't know if it means baking soda or if there was some other soda that was referred to in 1918. It just wasn't very specific in the book. And language can change very, very rapidly, even in 100 years. So it might be baking soda. It might be something else. I don't know. I left it as just the ivory soap boiled down with water and beaten obscenely so until it reached this kind of solid state. And that's what I'll use tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about alcohol or soda, adding baking soda to it, because my hair doesn't get that oily. since I do wash it every 3 days or so. And that's where we're at. I have my jars of shampoo. I will at least experiment with them. I mean, worst case scenario, I have a very, very watered down version of soap that I can use, and there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But for now, I have made my shampoo. That's how I did it. Half a bar of ivory soap, shaved into little bits, pour a cup of water over it, let it melt out entirely, whip it until it's nice and frothy and creates kind of a pasty feel, pour it into a jar, and let it cool down. This one here did actually separate. When I initially poured it in, it looked exactly like this. It started to separate, so I kind of did this bit and shook it up, and now this is where I'm at. It is this nice solid paste again, or soft cake. I'm calling it a soft cake. It's not a paste. It's like a soft cake of soap. And that's where we're at. And tomorrow I will wash my hair using this, and we'll see what that looks like, and if my hair turns out okay. If not, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I don't think it's going to make my hair fall out or anything like that. I mean, ivory's not that harsh. And if it doesn't work, I have my other shampoos that I use, and I can just use that instead. But we'll try ivory homemade shampoo tomorrow.